who finally goes to Mayeni's house to actually see what's going on with the kids. Now he decides to take them for a beach date. He takes Obanzi, which is their youngest daughter, and Umnini. And then he also takes Umhlopekazi, which is his eldest grandchild, which is the child of Uvuyo no Mpumelelo. And they decide to have a picnic date. The girls are having the time of their life, but you can see something's wrong with Umnini. Now, if you know Umnini, Umnini is very bubbly, talkative. He is someone who likes to take in charge. So to see someone like that just sitting on the edge, being quiet, you know there's something wrong. So Umusa goes to him and tries to understand what's wrong. Instead, Umnini starts to cry. Now, what was painful was he told his father that even if I tell you, you're not going to be able to fix it. And this is the harsh reality of Nesthembu. People think that Nesthembu affects the wives, but it affects the kids even more. Especially the younger kids. Especially the kids which are lost borns, because they actually are forgotten most of the time. And in Nesthembu, I feel like the focus gets focused on the fact that it's the husband, the wives, and all the kids, because they are more vocal. But the younger kids are at the back, and it doesn't help that Umnini is the oldest boy of the younger pack. So literally, if you look at the last 5, he's the only boy. In fact, Umusa only has 3 boys, and the other 2 are Ulwandle no Mpumelelo, which are nearly the same age, so they have each other. Where else I feel like Umnini doesn't have someone to talk to, and the time he tries to have a conversation with his older brother Mpumelelo or even his dad, they tell him he's not supposed to cry. He's a boy, he's a man, men don't cry. And he himself even tells us that doesn't make any sense because he's a kid. Why can't he just be a kid? And I felt so bad. Like, it broke my heart so much that you can see this child is going through a lot, like so many emotions from, not understanding why his mother's not there, to dealing with every single day challenges I'm sure that he's facing at school, and then not having someone to talk to. Umnini is those kids which are very talkative. Like, I remember myself, I was very talkative as a child, and those kids are like wiser in age, they are so smart, and that's why they come off like they are naughty or mischievous or disrespectful. But the fact is, they challenge you. And most people like Umpumelelo, who feels like authority is through age, and Umayeni, who does not like to be challenged, they take it off as disrespect. And I like the fact that Umusa noticed that they are really hard on Umnini, both Umpumelelo and Umayeni. He says especially Umayeni can be too tough on Umnini, forgetting that he's a child. And Umpumelelo says that his mother challenges and speaks to anyone anyhow, irrespective of whether they're a child or not. And I don't know whether it's because she's going through a lot herself, because I know that she loves those kids. Those kids are her world. You can see how sensitive and defensive she can get about those kids. But the reality is, they are too hard on Umnini, and I don't think Umnini has someone to actually sit and talk to. I hope after this episode, someone like Umakumalo, because I remember him and Umakumalo used to get along very well, can actually take Umnini and make some time for him where he can be able to talk a little bit more and open up, because I think that's what he needs. I think he needs that. Otherwise, that child, you're going to dim his light, you're going to dim his spark, and what's going to happen is you're going to see him being uninterested, being those quiet kids which you don't even know what's happening in their lives. And that's when all these traumas starts, these childhood anxieties, and you see depression starting very early for kids like that, and you wonder where they started. But unfortunately, these are the consequences of Nesthembu, especially on kids, and oftentimes they forget how negatively it can impact the kids. Anyway, we truly hope that Umnini can be able to get help, get assistance, and his mother sees this episode with gratitude, with a warm heart, a compassionate love, and realizes that she needs to get back to being a mother. As much as things are tough on her side, but the reality is her kids need her. Anyway, we have come to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell down below. Till next time, love and light. Bye.